Welcome to BJ's Retro Rewind. Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? Yeah.
Yeah. Guess we had the same idea, huh?
Well, I don't know because I can't see you, and now you can't see me. What's
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. You're there. I can see you. Well, I know you're there. I know you're
I'm here in
there.
spirit. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, this.
Anyways, well, we just started. So, hey, everybody. Welcome to the big show. This is
It's
BJ's
not a big
Retro
show.
Rewind video podcast on
Just me.
YouTube. My name is
Eh,
Barry, and with me always the
give me a
home
camera.
wrecker, the skirt chaser,
The fuck?
the bricklayer,
Oh my god.
Mr.
Too many
Jake.
fucking names.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Think I'm
How you
having a
doing?
heart attack.
Are you?
Yeah.
I told you you have to cut down on the fucking pork, dude.
The what?
Pork.
I don't even eat pork. What the fuck?
Oh,
Well, I had some bacon today. This is the first
well,
time I had
that's
bacon in years. What the fuck are you talking about?
and you're like, it's
I'm
not
not gonna have a
pork.
heart attack just because you eat bacon one
It's
time.
just it's fucking bacon. You know that whole time, when we
There's nothing
first
wrong with bacon.
when we first met, when we first met and became friends,
Yeah. Turn your camera off
that
and
whole
on.
time, um, that whole time I was eating kosher.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so bacon was like turkey bacon. And me and the old lady were at the store one day, and I was like, we should get some turkey bacon. She was like, you're not bringing that shit in my house. It's not
Who's
real
that?
bacon. Mia. She was like, that's not real bacon. I was like, I said it's not bad. It's turkey bacon. Tastes. Oh, it's a bunch of shit. I'm not eating turkey bacon.
It's fake
So,
news.
yeah, fake news.
Go on, turn
Oh,
your camera off and on again. It'll come up so I can see you.
oh, oh! I can see you. I
What the
can see
fuck?
me.
That's great, but there's fucking technical issues. I can see
Ah,
a pitch your fucking picture.
ready? I hit that. I hit that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, no. Hey, there it is.
Oh,
Now I can see you. Now I'm sure the
yeah.
folks at home saw you, but I just saw your
Yeah.
little image when
Well,
you call.
that's what last time when we did this,
Hat
I could see my
day.
little hat day. We're on the same wavelength. That's it.
Yeah,
We're
baby.
I said we share a
That's why I
collective
couldn't
brain.
see. Yeah, I didn't see
Yeah.
you because I couldn't see.
Because you
So
had the
check this
hat
out.
on.
When's the last time? I don't know how big you are on Oreo cookies.
I like them.
Yeah.
I
When's the
like
last
them.
time you had an Oreo cookie?
I don't know, 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Now you know that they have the double stuffed, and they have the fucking ridiculously even more stuffed, and then
Yeah.
now they even have like for like the dainty. I gotta watch my calories. The thin ones, where the cookie I think
Oh
is
yeah.
thin,
Yeah, I
and
saw
the
that.
then and the cream filling is thin. Now I don't know if
Yeah.
it's just that I haven't had it in so long, or that I that for some reason I'm just not because I don't eat it. I eat really on a
Yeah.
regular basis, but I really feel like they chinced out on the I got some yesterday. I was feeling an Oreo. I was like, I'm on an
Hmm.
Oreo, man. Fuck it. I can have something every now and then, even though I'm really getting off my diet. But I need to get
Yeah.
really back on the diet. But even still, I am. And I got these things, and I'm like, did I get the thin ones? And I'm like, no. Look at the package. No, these are the regular ones. I said to my daughter, I said, you see these? That does not look like that. They're definitely shaving some of the filling out of that and claiming that it's because that to me does not
Regular.
look like it doesn't look like
Regular
a
Oreo.
regular one. Does that look like a
Mm.
regular Oreo to you?
Looks a little thin.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. I got them at Dollar General, but they're still the Oreo brand. It's not like I
yeah.
got the Dollar General brand, but I'm just like, fuck. What the
The
fuck?
high the Hydrox one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of
Yeah.
the fucking alternate
Yeah.
version.
Hydrox.
Yeah.
So
But they didn't have
instead of
any. They didn't have any different version of it. They just had Oreos there. So they
instead
do
of
have a
the famous Amos, it was the heinous anus cookies.
anus,
So
Amos
yeah.
anus. That's terrible.
Yeah.
So we got to start off with the somber note. We lost another one.
It was that.
Mr. Jones is talking to you. No, she's not going to get that one. Okay. Roadhouse. I thought you'd be taller. Terry Funk died today, 79.
Oh, oh man, really?
Yeah, Terry Funk passed away today. Yep.
Damn.
Professional wrestler, hardcore hero, and actor sometimes. Passed away at the ripe young age of 79. R.I.P.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Funk.
yeah,
The chariots of angels flight you to your destination. You lived a good life.
man.
We lost another piece of our childhood.
Yeah,
It keeps flowing away, man. I swear.
that was another one. Yeah,
Fuck. What are we gonna have?
yeah.
Soon we're not gonna have anything.
Yeah. It's gonna,
He's like, shit.
yeah.
He'd be like, so how's that Zac Efron guy doing? Yeah, you know. Is Affleck all right? Somebody check on Affleck?
Yeah.
Let me check on
Let's
Affleck. Check on
see.
Matt Damon. Matt
Yeah, he was
Damon.
over the top. He played the flunky. Uh,
Yeah,
damn, he
he
was
was
in
like Mr. Jones.
Rambo 3.
If he was, I don't
Yeah,
recall.
yeah, he was in Rambo 3. A lot of wrestling shit.
Oh hell yeah. But he was
Uh,
jacked when he was in Roadhouse. He was jacked when he was in Over the Top, and then he gets
yeah.
on the rest. It's just like Piper too, you know. It's like I said, they bulked up for the roles, but then they go back to wrestling and then like fucking lose all the mass. And I was like, God damn,
That's
but
what
it
happens.
was still cool.
You
Still
know.
cool.
Yeah.
It's that Hollywood thing, you know. They get you on them
Yeah.
Hollywood steroids. I don't know,
Low
but
angles.
don't quote me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Small
Huh.
hands smell like
Small hands.
cabbage.
Cabbage. So how was your day, buddy? Let's catch up. What's going on?
Yeah.
How was your day?
What the fuck?
Lay it on me.
I don't give a fuck. It's over. It's over.
I
Go home.
I do. I
Go
do.
home. Dude, if this was my day off, that'd be something to converse about. But it's at
Yeah.
work. So what do you want me to tell you?
I
People are
don't know.
assholes. They're
Maybe you
fucking
had some
jagoffs.
interesting customer that you would like to relay a story of somebody,
No, I think
I
there's
have a
guys out
good
there doing a
story.
better job of that. So you
So
tell me, what do you
I have a
got?
good story. Okay. So get to work. Um, right now I'm having to drive the Volvo because the radiator's out in the cube. I had to order a
Radiator
radiator.
Springs.
Yeah. So the radiator came in today. So this weekend, I guess I'll be putting a radiator in the cube. Uh,
Woo!
yeah, fun. But so I've been, just driving to work. Got to work. Everybody seems to be in a good mood. We have this one customer that is just perpetually late. Like I can forgive 1, 2, 3, 4 days late, a week late. I understand that stuff comes up. No big deal, right? This woman is 20 days late, 25 days late, 30 days late, 31 days late, 19 days late, and it's perpetual. And she has this like we owe her something. Okay. So she calls today, or actually my assistant manager calls her and says, "Hey, you know, you're late again. Are you going to make the payment?" And apparently she just starts cussing at him. And, he hangs the phone up and then she calls back. "I want to talk to a manager." And
You already
so
were.
I go to the back room and I have a back office. I go to the back office. I pull up the computer. I pull her name up. I'm looking and I see in the notes where it's like, talk to customer. Customer told me to fuck off. Blah, 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 this and that. And I said, okay. So I picked the phone up. Dead air. I said, okay. She hung up. She calls back. "I want to talk to a manager." My other guy, "Okay, he's in the back. Let him go grab a phone real quick. He'll be happy to talk to you." I go to the back. I grab the phone. Dead air again. She calls like 3 times today, 3 or 4 times. And every time I go to pick the phone up, she hangs up. She can't wait fucking 20 seconds for me to grab the phone and hit the button because I want to have a conversation with her. I want to be like, "Hey, we need to just go ahead and pick your stuff up, or are you going to make a payment today?" And then I'm just waiting for her. "Well, your assistant manager was rude and this and this and this." And I was like, I heard the conversation. Uh, and I heard that, you cussing. First of all, I don't appreciate you cussing my guys out. That's uncalled for. You're late. You're blaming us because you can't pay your fucking bill on time. And I'm going to basically tell her if she calls tomorrow, I'm be like, listen, you're a bad customer. I don't like bad customers. Pay me my money or return my shit. One of the two. So I'm waiting for that conversation being, and I'll be happy to have this conversation if she would just pick up the fucking, if she just stay on the line. So, outside of that, well, it
You
was
wouldn't want me.
pretty. Yeah, outside of that, it was a pretty decent day. Yesterday I felt bad for the UPS lady on the other end of the phone after my wife got a hold of her.
Oh Lord.
Because apparently on the tracking it said that it was still in California. And she's sitting there trying to do the automated thing. She finally gets a hold of a live person. She was like, so funny. She was like, listen, I've been trying to talk to a live person for 30 minutes and this automated thing is bullshit. I want to know where my fucking package is at. And the lady was, I guess she was backpedaling or whatever. She's, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm this and that. But she's like, no, I don't want that. I want to know where my fucking package is. That's what I want to know. Okay. It's that simple. After she lays into her, an hour later, we get a little email. Your package will be arriving tomorrow morning. It's in such and such, Georgia. And I was like, so it's been stuck in limbo. It's been laying up against a wall somewhere. And finally, somebody got off their ass and found our fucking package and was like, oh, here it is, and updated everything. I was like, it's just incompetence. I just can't stand incompetence. It's like, if you lost it, just say you lost it, instead of trying to make excuses for, oh, this or that, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that was my day. So.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to, I'm on the opposite end of
You're on the other side, yeah.
Not your wife's situation, although I get that a lot too, because it's like, well, I'm not the carrier, so they're like, well, you use this such and such carrier. I'm like, it's still their job, not mine, to get your package delivered. Why the fuck are you yelling at me? And they're like, why should I call them? I'm like, it's your package. Yeah. It's your package until it's not your package. I understand. That's my favorite line. Yeah. It's your package until it's not your package. It's my problem when you don't want to fucking pick up the phone and call the carrier, but I'm always about calling the people that are doing, because the person, my job, or who the person you call at a company who ate the company, like my favorite thing is, I know you fucking delivered, you didn't, my fucking, you guys lost my package. I'm like, I didn't lose shit. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't fucking do shipping and receiving.
I thought you'd appreciate the story because you're on the other side of that. Yeah. You're on the other end of the phone. So. Yeah.
No, I'm the cannon fodder for your wife, and I'm with not with the cursing, but I'm that lady too, because I hate to tell you this, that I'm behind every month on my fucking storage thing, and they're always like, well, and I'm like, oh Jesus, do you know who works there now? I'm so mad I hate it so much. The last person who took over managing the storage place was a young girl who, I'm not going to name any names, dated my son in middle school.
Okay.
Sweet girl. Decided because of situations where she went forward, and because I have fucking problems. They kept me back in 3rd grade. And then, this, for when my kids were still in school, there was still the whole, no kid left behind. No kid left behind means, hey, guess what? You might not understand the shit, but you're going forward.
Yeah, we're going to pass you anyways.
Yeah, that bullshit. So it's like, oh, it's not really the solution. It's about teaching them, but whatever. So they did. So, their mom was like, no, fuck this. He's not going. She's not going forward. They don't know. They need to do it again. They're like, well, we don't like doing that, but it happened anyway.
Yeah.
But it happened before, and they were dating. So it wasn't really like a situation like that. It was like they were already, like, it already happened a couple of years earlier. So, but they still were dating, which is dating as far as we let them, like, people, I let the kids say they were dating whoever the fuck they wanted. But as far as anything beyond school, nothing was going on. It was like, no, they're not going over their house. They're not coming over here. There's none of that stuff going on. You can say what you want and do what you want when you're in school, and that could be your girlfriend, but There's no like, oh yeah, I'm going to drop you off at the movies and you're going to meet them. None of that nonsense. I said, no, not until you're graduating high school. Focus on your grades, but you can say what you want and love who you want. That's fine.
Yeah.
So long story short, this chick decided to say, listen, I'm going to high school. You're going to still be here in middle school. So I think we should split up and kind of see other people, which was kind of devastating to, and would be to me too, to my son. But he's just like, well, I guess that's the way it's got to be. It's the way it's got to be. So, being this good kid he is, he met a girl and they started to, kind of seeing each other, and he got to high school and they were still kind of, this girl and him were still kind of talking and still kind of seeing each other. And so the other girl's like, oh, you're in high school now. And even though I've seen one or two other people, I don't know the whole situation. These are facts I don't have. So she at least dated at least one person, maybe two, in the year that passed. And so when he got to school, and I'm getting this secondhand. So this is what I heard. And I'm pretty sure two of my kids told me, no, that's how it went down. She decided that now that he was back, and she wasn't dating anybody, they needed to be together. Well, he was already talking to somebody and technically seeing somebody as far as it goes. Yeah. And she flew off the handle and said, you fucking bastard, you cheated on me. How dare you have another girl? Like, that's insane. That's like I was like, what? And even my oldest was like, talked to her going, you can't tell him that's bullshit. You wanted to separate and see other people because you went to high school and he was still in middle school. Now he's in high school and you think you can get back together with him, but he moved on.
Yeah.
You can't tell him he's a liar or whatever. So she talked shit. They broke up. Long story short, she still talked to my oldest, I think, and maybe even my youngest. So anyway, I come in to pay I get a call one time, hey, Mr. Westbury, this is such and such at, are you coming to pay your bill? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, okay. And I get in there and I was like, oh, come on, man. And it's her. And I'm like,
yeah,
Jesus, fuck, I don't need to deal with this shit. She was always cordial. She was, because they, at these storage places, there's usually just the one person running the place. Somebody owns it, but they run it. And so everything was above board, cordial. Of course, one time she kind of did me dirty, where instead of going, look, if we can't get a payment by this date, we're going to send a certified letter out to you, and you're going to have to pay for that certified letter. Because I already had spoke to her and said, hey, I'll be in next Friday to make the payment. I'm only a month behind, and I always keep the payments up, and I've been there since 2001. Yeah. And they've gone through 4 or 5 different management companies or whatever, owners, and several different people running the place. I'm the fucking person. I've been there longer than anybody. I don't know about all the people who rent there, but I've been there since 2001. It's a fucking long time and a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so I went to pay the bill, and she was, oh, you got to pay, I don't know how much it was, $15 or something for the certified letter. And I was like, I told you I was going to make a payment. You sent this letter out the next day. Why didn't you just say, hey, Mr. Westbury, I'm going to send out this letter and it's going to cost you $15 because it's certified, telling you that you need to catch up or we're going to sell your shit.
Yeah.
Instead of me getting a letter and then now you telling me, not only do I owe you, but I owe you more because you paid to have a letter sent to me to make sure it was in my fucking hand, instead of just saying, hey, can you make a payment before then so I don't have to send this letter out? Yeah. And I would have figured it out, but I thought that was dirty. And now she's on the way out because she's not cutting it apparently. And they've got another person in there I know. And I'm like, I can't deal with this. I don't want to deal with a place that has people working there that I know.
Yeah.
So I don't know if remember this cat, but he used to work at Walmart and he used to date Angie, and his name is Donnie.
Donnie. Yeah, I know Donnie.
He's the guy running the place. So now he's in there and he's trying to show them he's cracking the whip. He's like, yeah,
all about business.
Yeah, pretty much. He's told me these stories like the other day when I went there. He's like, yeah, man, he's staying at a place that's right next to the thing so he can stick his head out the window and literally see the facility. Saw some dude with a sawing off a lock had to call the police and come down there because it was nighttime. Dude's like,
Yeah.
I'm just taking the lock off my place. And like, why? He's like, because I lost the key. He's like, well, you're supposed to tell us. You can just come down here with a fucking hacksaw. But apparently he also told me that somebody else came in there and had taken like sawed off the locks off several of the things and went in and checked and stole stuff. And I was like, that happened? I didn't hear about that. That's fucked up. I mean, obviously you told the people. I said, obviously it wasn't me, but that's kind of fucked up. I mean, you know, that's maybe they're saving face for themselves. But I was like, that's something you should be telling us.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
What you gonna ask me?
Okay, so a storage. I know how much I pay for my storage unit for my business, and I know we pay like I think it's like $125 a month. How much shit do you have in your? I mean, you got like furniture in there?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I got a desk. I got some stuff that I could get rid of. I just don't know how to get rid of it. I don't want to throw it away, but I got a desk, even though I got the desk here, but I mean, I got this big ass desk.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, I'm a collector, so I've got a lot of stuff in there. Probably some stuff that I could get rid of, but it wouldn't make it. I mean, it would save me a little bit of money. I would shrink it down, but yeah, there's like 2 little kids' beds that from when the kids were little, I still have, and like at least 3 crib mattresses. I have Sabrina's old baby crib that's like a crib, and then it turns into a day bed, which I was holding on to for one of the kids to take, when they have like Sarah or somebody when they have a kid. Yeah. But yeah, I do. I mean, I have a lot of shit. Yeah. Why?
I was just saying I'd post hey man, I'm having a yard sale. I'm at this storage unit. I'm going to be there on Saturday from this time to this time. Come by and see, make a little bit of money, get rid of that shit, man. Save you some money, dude. But I'm just saying.
No, you're not wrong, but it's just like, I don't know. I didn't know that.
You want to get rid of that?
It's a pain in the ass because you can't
come and get it.
They have a door. The problem is that this facility, they used to just leave the gate open when somebody was on staff.
Yeah.
Now it closes all the time.
Mm.
So you'd have to have a gate code to get in. And what do I do? Give these people my gate code? I can't do that.
I'd go get all
unless I grab the shit and just go outside the gate with it or some shit like that. That's a major undertaking.
I'd go get all the shit that I really, really was important to me. If you had room in your house, bring it to the house and just quit paying the bill. Be like, hey, you can have it. Your problem now.
Jesus.
Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Hey, we got picked up by another source.
You mean a sponsor?
No, not a sponsor. We're on Google, Anchor, Spotify, Amazon. Now we're on Audible, Australia.
What the? Why? Yeah, that's the weirdest thing.
I know.
Why not Audible all across the board? I don't.
Yeah, apparently in Australia they love us.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
love you too. Sorry about the physical media shit you guys are going through.
Yeah, so that's another one to add to the list. So
yeah, Audible, you'll have to remember that because I'm not gonna fucking.
Oh, I wrote it down because I was flipping through it the other night and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, you got another one. So I'm trying to get us on iHeart. Pandora is pain in the ass, and Apple is still being a pain in the ass. But
all right, what are they saying? Are you talking to them directly, or are you talking to Spotify?
Yeah, they're like, hey, we need access to your bank account, and we need access to.
We're not making any money.
And I'm like, dude, we're not making any money off this. So I mean, what the fuck? Yeah. And they're like, do you own an iPhone? I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, well, good luck.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Jesus. I know.
Look, but, man, fuck it then. I said, oh, well, here we go. I'm recording. Apple, I'm paying for, and just so you know, I'm a Samsung Galaxy owner. I respect that you pay. I think you're in the top 3 of music streaming networks that actually pay the artists a fair bit for their money, and that's why I got your what is it called? It's not iTunes, is it? No, iTunes. Whatever their music, just Apple Music or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
which is like $10.99 a month. I will cut that shit out. You better straighten up. I will cut that $10.99 and you will suffer. Apple, you will.
I pay for Spotify, and that's the only one that I pay for.
I mean,
The
it's
other
the
ones
same,
are
it's the same thing,
free.
isn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do the free ones
Well,
on
I do that.
the other ones.
Yeah. Well, I got the other one too. The Amazon.
Yeah, I got Amazon. I go back and forth. Like I'll pay for Spotify for like 2 months, and then I'll drop it, and then I'll go to Amazon, and then I'll drop it and go back to Spotify. So
Is there a reason?
just sometimes Amazon's got music that Spotify doesn't, and they'll be running a special. They're like, hey, if you come back to us, we'll let you have it for $4.99 a month for 3 months. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Right now,
I'll do it.
Spotify's offering no money down for 3 months. So 3 months free Spotify. I was considering it. I was like, that's a pretty good deal.
I like Spotify. I
I
do.
don't
I
have.
really do. So I like the layout.
I don't
I like
dislike
the way
it, but it's
I
just
like
like,
what
yeah,
said it's real easy,
yeah.
to go through. It's just, they don't need, not every platform out there carries every fucking song,
Yeah, that's the downside.
but
And then I got like playlists, and then I'll go back and try to listen to them, and then I'll be like, something's missing. I'll go look, and there's something that's not there anymore, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's
yeah.
like I guess it's like
Oh,
these the streaming state services. One day you turn
yeah.
on and you got the movie you love, and then you go back a couple months, you're like, oh yeah, I want to watch that movie again. It's like, oh, it's not here anymore. I'm like, what do you mean it's not there?
Well, shit, that's like
This
it'll do that.
Blockbuster.
I saw it one night. I saw it Monday. I go back Tuesday, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch it Tuesday. It's fucking gone already. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
All right.
What
Thanks
was
for the
it?
heads up. I can't remember what movie it was, but it was something
No.
I wanted to watch. But it was gone.
Oh,
But
by the way,
yeah.
breaks my heart. The other day, I was really, really thinking about this. I don't know what it was that made me, but I was just like, well, I remember because I remember it was just one of those things where I know the sequel exists, but not
Yeah.
the original, and I was just like, come on, this doesn't make any fucking sense. So I went looking for it again and again. It was just like, and I even saw some news articles. It's like why you it would say why, but then you read the article and they were like, well, we're not too sure. We think it has something to do with music rights or something expire. I'm like, what is that? I don't understand. Like I was reading this article that was talking about it because so the thing was I wanted to watch Cocoon. I love
Yeah.
the movie fucking Cocoon.
I love that movie.
The sequel's fine. I like the first one better.
Yeah.
Because the sequel they come back and pretty much all of them except two. One of them dies. I thought it was, and then the other couple, the other one, Winford Brimley and his Brimley and his wife decide to stay, and I was like, I don't like that. And then the one couple goes because she's actually gonna have a baby, even though she's
Diabetes.
and I'm like, I want to watch Cocoon. It's a great fucking movie. It's Ron Howard. It was like, and they even said it won some awards, Oscars, and shit.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it just doesn't exist. And then we're talking about all these shows, these movies and TV shows. They were talking about. There was a show I remember it was very popular. I didn't watch it. I wanted to because I heard so many good things. People are like, hey, if you like the love story in Dawson's Creek, but you want a more adult version of it, check out the show Ed, about the guy who becomes goes back to his hometown and he becomes like a lawyer, but he like does his business through a bowling alley. Do you know what I'm talking about? The TV show Ed.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Apparently, you cannot find that show anywhere, and they said for sure it's because of music rights. I was like, just, you know what? I hated what they did because I think I got pissed off at the Dawson's Creek people because when the box set of season 3 and 4 came out, they got rid of the theme song and they said, oh, and we got they made it out to be, now if they had just said, hey man, it's expensive. And I know it was, but I was just like, well, if I go buy all 8, 9, whatever seasons Friends is, I will get the theme song to that show every time. I said, but to change the theme song of the show, and not even to they're like, oh, well, this is the one we had in Europe. This is the theme song we did on Dawson's Creek for the Europe. So this isn't like we just handpicked something and said this is going to be the theme song. This was on, and so you guys only you guys got Paula Cole. I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
other countries got a different thing. I said, yeah, a complete, no offense to the artist, but a complete and unknown probably sold all rights to that over, whereas Paula Cole probably wanted to get paid. Nothing wrong with that. But I just fucking was like, yeah, man, how are you going to sell me this show? Now, the music in the show, I wouldn't have remembered from anything. You know what I mean? Like, I know a couple of songs. Like, there was a Dave Matthews song I know in one of the seasons. But even if they changed that, I would have been like, whatever.
Yeah.
The story, But I mean, like, so I'm like, well, if they can't use the same music, just change the fucking music. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't understand that. Breaks my
I don't
heart.
know.
It's just sad because it's like, like the Drew Carey show. I watched the Drew Carey show a lot.
I
but
love that
didn't,
show.
a couple of the seasons near the end, I didn't catch. I did catch the season finale. I caught the finale of the show, which I was completely lost because it got so. I just remember he was married. He got married to. I think he got married to the girl who was like his best friend on the show. The girl who was like through the first couple of seasons. Who was like the girl of the show, not Mimi, obviously, but the girl who was like the skinny friend. They finally got together, sort of like that whole thing where you're like, yay, they got together. And then somehow or some way, I don't know who decided. I mean, I think Drew Carey himself was involved in the show, but I don't know how much control he had over the writing. They decided to have him have a drunken, stupid affair with some girl, and that destroyed their marriage. And I was like, what? I mean, he makes one mistake and that's the end of it. And you guys finally get together after like 6 seasons. But anyway, long story short, you can't, I found season 1 at like what is that place called? I always want to call it Best Buy, but it's not. Big Lots. Several years back, early 2000s for like $5-10. I was like, oh, cool. Season 1. I said, this is a great deal. And then I'll get season 2 and 3. And no, that's it. Season 1. It's all that's available. And they're streaming nowhere. No other seasons. Again, because apparently I'm like, not every show they used copyrighted music. And why can't you guys just overdub it with a fucking something different? I mean, I could get the one episode they did where they did the Rocky Horror versus Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. That could be difficult, maybe. Because they were doing the Time Warp versus whatever the song was from that one. That was a funny episode. I thought that was a great show, man. I really wish there was a way to see that. I just would like to go back and rewatch it because there was, like I said, a lot of episodes I missed and it just related to that guy. It's like that's me. I get that guy, except for the drinking and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it's just classic. It just breaks my heart that there's things that are just gone forever. I guess I assume somebody's like, well, maybe in many years from now, some of these things will come out of limbo. And I was like, yeah, when I'm dead, then it won't matter to me, and it probably won't matter to anybody who watched the show. Unless somebody like let's go dig into the crypt and see. Oh, this is what somebody watched in the late '90s. It's called the Drew Carey Show. I'm like, that doesn't benefit people who love the show, or Ed or several other TV shows. What was it they were talking about? There was I was trying to remember the other shows because there was a couple of them. There was a doctor drama show that I know was a big deal, and not ER and not St. Elsewhere. Although I don't think you can watch. I don't know if you can watch St. Elsewhere anywhere. To be honest with you, shit, I can't remember the name of that show. But there's like a lot of that shit, and I was like, I just don't. It would seem like somebody would get out there, figure out something, do something, and make money off of it. Because there's people who would buy certain things,
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
Well,
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all right.
While you scrolling.
I was just letting you rant. So no, it's one that I was. Yeah, you're right, man. It's not on there. You can get Cocoon too, but you can't. I'm looking on YouTube right now. And apparently there's
I meant to do that. I was going to check that out too.
2 of them on here. One's in Spanish, the full movie, but then like the Universal and the globe comes up, and then it says
go to this website.
Oh yeah, subscribe. Yeah, click the link below.
That.
But there was one when I was looking it up. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was just saying. One of the shows that I just Drew Carey was, because you can go on there and you can buy like the episodes like $1.99 episode or whatever. But there's one show that I
Season
really
one,
did,
yeah.
yeah, I really did
But that's it.
enjoy, and I can't fucking find it anywhere. And it was the two Coreys, with Corey Haim and Corey
Oh, yeah.
Feldman.
The reality show.
Yeah, the reality
Yeah,
show.
I remember
And
that. Yeah.
I remember when it was on like A&E or something, and I got into it. I was watching it and I never finished it. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back and watch it. I got it on my like list of like, if it ever comes up, there it is. But you can't find it anywhere.
It's just so weird.
Which is
Yeah, like
weird
Bam
that you said that,
Margera.
because
Yeah.
I think I have Cocoon
Yeah, my
in my
brain was
V8
thinking.
in my
Yeah, my brain was like,
VHS.
maybe Barry will run into it at one of his thrift shops on
Yeah.
VHS, and I'm like, hey, if you spot it or somebody finds it, send it to me, please.
Dude,
I
I'm
have
looking. I'm
have a
pretty sure
VCR.
I've got it on my wall over here
I'm
somewhere.
like,
I just
somebody
have
out
to
there
go.
probably has a copy of it on
Yeah.
VHS, because it sucks. Because I think they did say that they did. Well, there is overseas, I think 2 versions of it you can get, but it's they're region specific. So unless you
Yeah.
have a DVD player that plays like foreign, which are more expensive than your standard DVD players, like these 4Ks, but
Well, you could do
like,
that too with your place. If you have a PlayStation 3, you can go
yeah,
into settings and you can change it to the other region, which is Europe.
yeah.
But you can, the fucked up thing is you can change it back to America, but the fucked up thing is you can only do it 3 times. And then once you do it
Jesus.
that third time, it locks it into the system and you're stuck with which one you went with.
Why did they do that?
So I have no idea, but it's fucked up. I was like,
Bullshit.
why didn't you just leave it unlocked so people can watch their shit?
How dare
So,
you? We don't want
hey,
that.
did you ever get on Facebook and join that group I
Not
told you
yet.
about?
Not
Okay.
yet. I saw the thing you posted, but I didn't get a chance to click on it because
Yeah,
something came up here at the house.
dude, the picture that I posted on Facebook of the studio in here, I posted the pictures of that on
I
the
saw
fan.
And one of your
It-
friends spotted the fucking, and even I
The
had to go back and
Airwolf.
go, how the fuck did it? That thing's facing the other way, kind of up, and it's all
And
white. How did that
picked it
dude go?
up.
That's Airwolf, man.
It's
Like, God
Airwolf,
damn.
yep.
I
But
was like, how did that guy spot that?
on the movie
Good job.
movie site that I'm on Facebook, I posted
Yeah.
pictures. I was like, yeah, I was doing some rearranging in the old nerd cave or nerd room or whatever. And it's just
Man cave.
tons and tons of people were just chiming in. They're like, dude, that is so cool. Oh, your room is so awesome. Blah, 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 this and that. And I was like, yeah,
Nice.
thanks, man. It's a labor of love. But it's so cool. Just that site. Everybody is just like fucking super supportive on that page. And
It's
people
nice.
are posting shit. And I get on there and I'm like, dude, like one guy posted on there, he had just, I guess, just started collecting. And his DVDs were like, he had like 20 or 30 DVDs. He was like, I know I'm new to this. I'm just now starting. And I got on there and I was like, dude, brother, you got to start somewhere, man. Keep up the good work,
That's right. Keep yourself in debt. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. So
It's
everybody
not easy.
everybody on there is just like, hey, good job. Looks great. Keep it up. Oh man, I love that movie. Or, you start a discussion. It's just a good group to be in. It's nice because for once being part of something that's positive, and everything is so fucking doom and gloom and you're part of the right or you're part of the left or this and that. And I was like, I'm so sick of this shit. Just nice.
Hey, have you seen that video that popped up?
Which one?
It was at a Disturbed concert. The lead singer David Draymond went down to the front row and he was standing there and he's talking to this little girl and her mother and father. And he was talking about, he's like, this is what we're here about. This is what we're about. He goes, It doesn't matter what your color is, your sexual preference, if you're on the left or right. When you come here, you put all your shit to the side, even the children. What are they going to, he said, what's the worst they're going to hear? Some profanity. He goes, do you see what's going on in our world? Yeah. That's nothing. He said, this is
cool.
beautiful. This kid is sitting here in the front row and I've watched her and she's been singing every lyric to everry song. He goes, it's all about love. We love you guys and we are happy to love you. He goes, my son is up here, which was messed up because I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, there was a video of him talking about how he was like, He's like, if you think, he goes, think we're all different. We're not. He goes, I miss Chester. I miss Chris. He goes, and I'm not big enough to admit it. He goes, January, and it was probably from June of this year. He goes, January this
Oh,
year.
yeah. Yeah, where he was
He said,
talking
I
about, yeah.
almost took my life.
Yeah,
He goes,
yeah. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah. So it's like,
That's cool. That's cool. Positive. I love
we're all
positive,
going through
man.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's
man.
like, hey, raise your hand if you've had this, or people who feel like this or whatever, this, and everything. And people raise their hand. He said, see, you are not alone. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah,
That's very cool.
positivity, man. It's a positive man. I like
That's
it.
what I try to
Appreciate it.
do. I mean, if there are all the shit and everything that's going on, and everybody that's out there listening, all the tape heads and stuff like that, I know that you possibly be going through, some shit. You don't know right from left, up from down, and you chime in and listen to our show or watch
This
our
guy
show,
right
and we
here.
sit here, we talk about stuff left and right and blah blah blah, this and that. But hopefully you walk away thinking that you got something from the show. And that we're trying to we want to support you guys and uplift you, maybe bring a smile to your face, or maybe make you laugh a little bit. That's part of the reason we do this. So we've got your back 100%. If you're going through something, and you guys, if you have to, I mean, I know it's scary. You can send it. It's all confidential.
Love.
If you send an email saying, Barry, man, I am just Jake, I'm down, I'm having a hard time, you can reach out to us. We'll talk. We'll listen. Anytime you want to, you reach out to us. And I mean, we're all part of this world. We're all family. Let's when we're here for a minute. Let's try to get through this the best way we can.
And just to
So,
FYI, just to be completely transparent, if you do email Jake, that won't be Jake answering you, just so you know.
yeah, it'll be me. It'll be me.
It goes to Barry. Sorry.
If you
So,
request Jake, I will give you his email. I will give you his address. I will give you his phone number. What
I
kind of
got
car he
a lot of.
drives.
Yeah, you can have it, man. It's a piece of
When
shit.
it,
I
what
told you
time
somebody broke into
when
that
he's
damn thing.
asleep, when he leaves the door unlocked, I'll give you all that information. Just
What
hit
in?
me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Oh man.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down to South Park and meet some
Yeah.
friends of mine.
I was gonna tell you.
I sleep with that thing. Don't think I fucking don't, because I do.
I was gonna
I
tell
sleep
you
with that
something,
thing.
and I can't remember what it was. It's gone, just like that. Fuck.
Yeah, so just well, if you recall, I'll go on a rant. It's not much of a rant, but I
Go
just want to
ahead.
say
Go
that,
on.
yeah, no matter what I say, no matter how much I'm like, oh damn, this fucking bullshit, I'm just getting it out, man. My opinion on political stuff, or my divisiveness on hating the new Star Wars movies as much as Barry loves them, I get it. Each his own, but but in a way, I'm like, how could you fucking like those? But it is what it is, I mean, I can respect his opinion, but I still feel like I don't understand how we share common brain, but can't see that they just ruined our fucking childhood. But anyway,
some of us like the new Star Wars, and some of us like Cocoon. So
yeah.
whatever.
I like purity, man. I want pure. I don't want to see my heroes fuck up. That's life. Why would I want to go to the movies and watch Luke Skywalker become a completely, like, I'm just a recluse. I don't care about nothing anymore. And even Mark Hamill going, it's not Luke. Maybe it's Bob Skywalker.
Well, I look at that and I go, okay.
If it just was about the new people, that would have been better.
We've
fucking don't even bring in
that. We've turned into that. You've turned into Luke, and I've turned into Han. I'm waiting for somebody to put a lightsaber.
The whole role reversal too.
Yeah.
Like Luke was like, fuck the Force, fuck the Jedi, and Han's like, oh, it's all real. Like, what happened?
That's what
different fucking thing.
That's why I wrote it down. I looked down and I was like, that's what I was going to talk about right there.
Oh yeah, write it down.
Yeah, I wrote it down. So you finish your rant, and then I'm gonna.
That was my rant. My rant was just letting people know. Don't get offended. Well, I mean, if you get offended, I get it. It is what it is. I'm a polarizing character. I am what I am. I'm I'm neurodivergent. My brain don't work like everybody else's. Deal with it. You know, I have a space. I have a right to be the way I am. If you don't like it, you don't have to agree with it. You can even put comments in the bottom and go tell me to go fuck myself. I won't even care. I would probably be less likely to get involved with that than I have to do when I got to be here on this fucking computer every day smiling and going, yeah, that's right. Tell me a piece of shit. Tell me, fuck you. Are you an idiot? Because that's what I guess I got to swallow that shit. But I'm going to come on here and I'm going to unload because that's me, man. I need to get it the fuck out. And I can't do it when this camera goes off and I don't talk to him. It's just a room full of loneliness, my friends.
That's what
I'm
you got
not
to
trying to
start
get play a
doing.
fiddle. I'm not playing a fiddle. I'm just being honest. It's the life I live right now. By the way, real quick, this the 27th, this Sunday is National Movie Theater Day, and pretty much every several of the movie theaters I've seen are all doing all day every movie. Doesn't matter what it is, regulars, IMAX, 3D, all movies are $4.
Really?
Yep, movie
Oh,
theaters,
that's cool. That's
AMC,
cool.
Georgia Theater Company, Regal, all of them. Sunday, the 27th, this Sunday, every movie, every showing, morning to the latest showing will be $4 per ticket.
I'm gonna
So
look
I'm
that
like,
up.
okay,
I'm gonna see what's
not
playing.
much. I tried to look. I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll go see Oppenheimer again. We don't have Oppenheimer anymore. We have Blue Beetle. What the hell else do we have? There was one on there that was a Liam Neeson film. I thought maybe they just pulled out of their ass because I was like, "What is that?" But it's a new Liam Neeson film. We still have Mission Impossible, but I already saw that. I'd love to see Oppenheimer again, but I don't know. I guess it just wasn't selling here as much as it should. I know that we've got a studio.
See.
We're getting some of the movies that my kids like. Those Japanese movies. They call them Studio Ghibli movies. We got one of them in the
Uh-huh.
local theater. We got the Blue Beetle. I forget. Oh, what else? Oh, that Gran Turismo. I
Yeah.
don't know. That movie does. I don't really. It's not. I
Let's see. We
forget. There was at
got
least one movie that was that. There was a horror movie that I thought might be interesting to see that everybody's been talking about called Talk to Me.
uh
That because I heard that was an independent film that these guys made on fucking like Robert Rodriguez,
they got Blue
Desperado
Beetle,
budget or something.
Strays, The
That's the one.
Last Voyage
Strays,
of the
Dogs.
Dementor,
We don't have that one.
Meg
That'd be
Meg
good.
2, The Trench, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yep,
Haunted
we have that too.
Mansion,
Yep, we
Talk
have
to
that too.
Me,
Yep,
Barbie, Sound
yep.
of Freedom. That was that one you were talking about,
Nice.
and
Yep.
The Color Purple. So,
What? Oh, that
no,
must
I'm
be in
just
your
kidding.
area.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
Fried
they'd be
green
like,
tomatoes this
they'd be like,
Sunday
yeah, because I was
only.
thinking, I was like, when I saw that one Liam Neeson film we had gotten, I was like, are they just before I only think it was like the third film. I was like, did they just pull fucking old movies out of their hat just so that we couldn't get new movies for $4? But I was like,
Huh.
no, apparently it's a new movie. I'm like,
I would have
okay,
been cool with them pulling out old Ghostbusters. I'd go see it for $4.
heck yeah. I
So
told
no,
you
what I was,
sometimes they still have here at the Island Cinema started doing the
yeah,
retro thing again,
the
where on
retro.
Sundays and Wednesdays they show movies. I think this week was The Notebook. I like the movie, but I'm like, nah. But yeah, when they pull out stuff, especially stuff that I was like, yo, I didn't get to see that in the theater. Like if they had The Exorcist, I'd go see that because that was like I couldn't see that when I was a kid. But I've even gone to see other movies. Like I went to see The Karate Kid. They had it. I went to see Grease, and I've seen these movies in the theater, but years, and I still love it. Going to see some retro movies. I saw Jaws. I think. Oh, I went to see. Oh, the one I went to see. It was last year, I think. Yeah, or the year before. They had the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and I never saw that in the movie theater. So that was fucking cool
Yeah.
to watch that in the movie theater.
What I was going to go off on when I was watching the news earlier,
Oh
and
shit!
the
Not the news.
yeah, apparently the big hubbub. The guy that came out with that try this in a small town, and everybody lost their
Oh
shit.
Jesus!
I guess
Yeah.
apparently there's this other guy named Oliver Anthony, and he wrote a song called
I think I heard it.
yeah,
Fuck
it's
Netflix, fuck Nike, I think something like that.
Richmond, north of
Uh,
Richmond. And it's I guess it's supposed to be like him talking about the politicians and this and that. So I was interested. I went in, I started looking up the lyrics, and I was like, dude, fuck you. Fuck
oh, you
you,
don't like him?
Oliver Anthony. And I'm sorry
Oh,
if you're listening and you're a fan, but fuck this dude.
okay.
He's sitting there and he's talking about if you're fat and you're on welfare, fuck you and blah blah blah, and we're not going to pay for your insulin anymore if you're diabetic or whatever. It was just I'm elaborating
Jesus.
a little bit, and I was
He's
like,
like taking a little liberties there. He's not
yeah, and I
quoting
was
it
like,
word for word, but
dude, do you have any empathy whatsoever for your fellow human? I
you
mean,
don't. Barry,
some
you
of
don't
us
got
were
to.
were
It's
on
freedom of
welfare.
speech. We
Yeah,
it's freedom of speech.
well,
I
it's
hate to
freedom of
say it. I'm
speech,
not agreeing with the
but
guy. I'm just saying, just like the other
yeah,
guy, don't do it in a small town. He's not wrong.
yeah,
I just saw a video where the cop was trying to get this white guy to settle down, and the guy wouldn't settle down. And these dudes got out of the car and started holding the guy down so the police officer wouldn't, fuck him up worse, because the cop was
yeah.
trying to fuck him up. And the guy's like, I'll hold his legs and everything. And I was like, there you go. And I was like, it's not, that guy's not the one you're talking about. The other one about don't,
Yeah.
not in a small town. He's not wrong. There's a lot of shit that happens that he's saying don't do, you're not going to come to our town and start a riot or start breaking into stores. Well, yeah. Why would people put up with that? You know,
Well, I understand that,
in
but I
bigger
also
cities, it
understand
might,
that
but
it was just like the tone of the song. It was kind of
yeah.
it leaned a little towards, you know, white supremacy, and I was like, all right, well, we know where you stand on this.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I mean, I feel like let those fuckers talk, because then we know who they are.
well,
When
that's
it's
the
in the
thing.
darkness and you don't know what's going
Yeah, I
on, that's when
know,
you got to
but
worry.
that's the thing is these fuckers are getting so confident and cocky. They're like, well, I can come out. I hate black people and I hate Jews and I hate Mexicans and you can't do nothing to me. And I was like, yeah, I can. I can punch you in the fucking beak. How about that? You fucking hate monger motherfucker. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm all about
They're putting
we live in a country where we have the ability for free speech, but there's a fine line between free speech and hate speech.
sure.
And, I'm just not going to put up with it. If a Nazi's in my front yard, I'm going to go over and fuck him up. Fuck him. Fuck Nazis.
Why would he be hanging out in your Why would he be hanging out in your yard?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
like Jews.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know
never
there's,
understood that. That's
I got
crazy.
to run
That's
the
like
Nazis off all the time.
it,
They like my yard for some reason.
it's
So,
funny. It's not
yeah.
like the white people. I think everybody thinks whites just are one big happy ass group, but I mean, like, there you go.
No,
Like the
no,
white
no, no.
Nazis tried to destroy the white, and they are white Jews. They're
Yeah.
not the ones in Israel Jews.
Yeah.
The ones that in Europe are white
Yeah. The
for the most part.
Ozanovsky Jews. Yeah.
And then there was
So, okay.
the fucking English suppressing the
Yeah.
Scottish and the Irish, and they're all
I'm going to
white
get
on
off my
white.
soapbox
There you go.
but
That's okay.
okay. So
It's all
Sunday,
good. History.
Sunday, are we
Sunday,
going to do
Sunday, Sunday.
we're going to do the wrap around and go to 70s? We're going to
Yeah.
go ahead and finish up the block.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Might as
So
well wrap it up.
five,
It's
five
not
and
as
five.
long. It's not as long because I mean, we could do the whole 10 years, but it won't matter because I'm not going to do 71. I'm not going to do 70, 71, or 72 because I got born in 1972. What am I gonna? I fucking don't know what movies came out then, or 73 probably, or four probably not till 75 or 76 when I was conscious, sentient, as
Yeah.
it were. So
Yeah, but I mean,
I will wrap it up. But there's still a ton of shit. I mean, but that was
but
a
even though
fucking
you can still go back, I mean,
I could
movie
if I
from
wanted to.
71, even though I wasn't born in 71, I liked
It
that
was something
movie.
I liked
So,
it. I don't think there's
yeah.
I don't know that there's too many movies that came out.
Okay. So we're going to wrap it up with the 70s.
We're gonna wrap it up in the 70s.
5 and 5, right?
Oh yeah, 5. I'm sorry.
Okay.
5 and 5. 5 movies and 5 musical songs that are just scratching some of our favorites. They're not like our top 5.
Yeah.
But stuff that child.
And I've got
summertime.
I've got some, and I guess we'll go over that maybe a little bit later about some other ideas for the following, because I've got I'll run them past you later.
The movie?
No, not
it
the
was
movies.
All right.
The next episode after that. What we're gonna?
No, you said the following. I said the movie.
Yeah. No,
it was all right.
No.
M. Night Shyamalan. The trees were attacking. What can you do?
No, that was The Happening.
Oh, sorry. Well, whatever. Iceberg,
the
Goldberg,
following.
it's
What
all
the
the
fuck are you
same.
talking
Hey,
about?
screw you! You sunk the Titanic. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? I'm a Jew. My name is
yeah.
Goldberg. Yeah, Goldberg,
Iceberg,
Iceberg. It's all the same
iceberg,
shit.
same thing. So, so did you see we're up to almost we're kissing
No,
700 listens, man.
dude, I can't even see how many people we have on Facebook as, or I can't see who likes us. I would think that would be being as a tagged as an administrator. I could see a
Yeah,
list of who's on who likes us on Facebook. I can't.
who's
It
on
says
first?
somebody new. Yeah, and what's on
Yeah.
second? I don't know who's on third.
Have you posted anything lately
Facebook?
on the page lately?
Facebook? No.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
considering putting up some of the movie trailers and music, and I could, but I forgot most of what you. I was like,
Well, I
Barry's probably
like
going
it
to go up and do it himself because or you'd have to send me your list because I can't remember what we talked about, or I could just listen to the episode and write down what
That's
you
why
said.
when we're doing a podcast, I'm constantly making notes. I'm writing
That's
stuff down, like stuff that you do, I write down, and I'm
I
not
wrote
just
my
sitting here.
list, but yeah,
I'm not just sitting here doodling a cat. So
it
while
could be.
yeah, it could be, but I can't draw a cat very well.
Cat.
But
He said
cat,
cat. Did you hear the
cat,
way, hey guys, did you hear the way he said white supremacist?
Rick,
You see,
right,
white supremacist. Rick, Rick, Rick.
these Nazi bastards. So,
I don't know, man. Nothing for nothing, Hitler killed a lot, love him or hate him. He killed a lot of Jews.
yeah, he did. So, well, it wasn't just Jewish
No,
people
it
he
wasn't
killed.
just Jews. That's the whole. That's
Yeah.
the thing. He didn't like lesbian. He didn't or anybody in
No, he killed
alternate sexual
gypsies. He
lifestyles.
killed,
Gypsies,
if the
LGBTQ,
person
all of it.
was handicapped,
Yeah, you're
killed
done.
them too. He's a
It's like
murdering
Spartans and
motherfucker.
stuff.
So
Yeah,
hope he's running.
yeah.
Oh, did
You
you
don't have to
see?
like him, but the man was efficient until he lost
I
his
saw I
fucking mind.
before I got on the podcast when I was watching.
He
Again, I
lost
was
his
sitting there
mind a
kind
long
of.
time ago.
I was kind of just watching the news a little bit, but over in Europe and in the Ukraine,
Felix
Russia,
Suffer?
the guy that was the leader of the Wagner group. That I don't know if you saw that, where he tried to do the coup and take out Putin.
No.
Yeah, well, this was months ago where he was marching to Moscow to take out Putin, and Putin hired him and the Wagner group to fight the Ukraine regime, right? And he
What, they
got
don't have
like,
enough army? I thought
yeah,
the
well,
Russians had
the
a.
Wagner group is a mercenary group,
Oh,
and
okay.
he hired them to fight for him. And then I can't pronounce his name anyways, but he said he was marching to Moscow to take out Putin, and then all of a
You
sudden he
don't
was like,
announce that.
okay, we turned around and we're going to Belarus. We're going to leave you alone. Anyways, apparently plane crash today. He was on it. So
Coincidence?
don't know. Yeah, don't know. And my wife was like, nah, the day that he turned around from Moscow, Putin put out a hit and took him and all of his men out that were with him
Jesus.
and their families. He said he didn't fuck around. Yeah. So she's like, I very seriously doubt that motherfucker was on that plane. So, but anyways, that's what the news is saying. They haven't confirmed 100% yet, but he was on the flight
Manifest? Yeah.
the manifest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Manifest. Flight manifest. Yeah. Well, if you're going to say something,
yeah.
you're not too smart. If you're going to change plans, probably not a great idea to announce it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, you saw the news thing. I don't know if he was talking shit about going and turn around and kill the guy, Putin, then maybe a lessons learned here, folks. If you want to do something, do it in silence.
Yeah. But follow through. Go all
Don't
the
tell
way.
everybody because you don't know who's gonna you over.
Don't
Judas.
Don't
Judas.
half-ass it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I gotta go. I've got to run to the store. We got to go get some stuff. Yeah, we got to go get some stuff for dinner. So go ahead and tell the kids where they can find us.
Right here on YouTube at BJ's Retro Rewind.
The enthusiasm.
I'm tired. It's freaking old. Can we just put a
I'm waiting for you to just
banner
fall
up?
out of picture. Bam. Down he goes. Down goes Frazier.
I'm gonna chew his ear off. I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna bite him real good. Oh,
Wha-
oh, who's that? Oh,
Karen.
Barry. Oh, that
Hey,
one's for
Karen, if
you,
you're
Karen.
listening,
Happy birthday.
happy
from the le-
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Karen. Oh,
Oh.
so nice. Um, hey, pound cake. Remember that? Yeah, you know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Pound cake.
Pound cake.
I love me some pound
The
cake.
real thing is pound cake. That was Van Halen.
Van Halen, yeah.
Classic song. That was it. We're here at YouTube, so like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share it on your social media outlets. Please follow us on one of the. We also do a Sunday show, which is just audio on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Amazon Music, and now Barry, fill me in.
Audible Australia.
Audible Australia. Love you guys. Hopefully Chris Helmsworth and the gang are listening to us. Love you, buddy. If you do Thor 5, I'll see it. I think I dig what you do, buddy. Anyway, or not, you can do something new. And then what else? I don't know. Oh, we have a Facebook page, of course, BJ's Retro Rewind on Facebook. Again, you can also follow or like. I'm not sure what you do on Facebook. And then you can follow me. I have a account just for the fans of the BJ Retro Rewind. It's called on Instagram. It's called _Jersey Devil. That's _Jersey Devil 72. Excuse me, I forgot about the 72 part.
Yeah.
And then you can also email us. Barry will tell you about that and also his social media.
You can follow me on Instagram under Baruch Assault, which is BARUCH Assault. You can also reach out to us via email, which is bjretrorewind@gmail.com if you want to ask a question, make a comment, or just shoot the shit.
And also, don't forget, we started up our OF. That's Only Fools account. Only Fools. That's right.
I think they're watching that right now. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This is
for free.
the only
For
for
free.
free.
Yeah.
The Bulls, the Bears.
Breaking beans.
Oh God. How did he get the Frank above the bean?
Above the beans. He
Jesus.
was masturbating.
That's right. I work with retards.
What did you say? Did you think that's a little politically incorrect? I don't care. Nobody can tell me who I can work with or who I can and can't work with.
That's right.
Oh.
Hey, you see that girl over there? Yeah. Well, she has your baseball, but she doesn't call it a baseball. She calls it a penis. Have you seen my penis? What'd you say to my girlfriend? Look it up, kids.
Google it.
Something about Mary.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you have some hair gel? Let me get some of that.
Yeah. Horrible. So anyways, guys, it's still hot out there. It's still, this next week it's supposed to get over 100 degrees. Stay hydrated. Stay out of the sun. Make sure you take plenty of breaks. Hydrate. Check on your people. Check on your pets. Check on your friends. If you haven't heard from a certain friend or loved one, reach out to them.
That's how my
you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how if you're having, somebody could be just having a bad day. You'd be surprised what a smile will do to a person. So
it's true.
When you're out there,
it's very true.
Smile, wave, say hello, good morning, good afternoon, whatever. You'd be surprised.
Somebody just messaged me out of the blue today to check up on me. Well, they also told me that Terry Funk died, but I already knew about that. But it was nice. They asked me how I'm doing and checked up on me. So that was nice. Thank you.
Cool.
You know who you are.
Awesome. Yeah.
And I told them, hey, we got a YouTube. Have you seen the YouTube? And they're like, no, but I'll check it out. I'm like, awesome.
Well,
so hopefully they'll catch this episode. Hear me throw a shout out to them.
Hey, thanks for checking up on Jake, whoever you are.
Yes.
I check up on this guy about every other day. So I'm glad somebody else is doing checking up on him.
Yeah.
So I'll worry about
Except
him.
for the kids in the neighborhood that come in here in my room and poke me with the stick. Is he
Yeah,
moving?
You still
Is the bird
breathing?
moving?
Oh God, he's
Oh God,
awake.
he's awake.
Yeah.
Oh, you fakakta friends.
You woke the bear. So,
Mom,
anyways,
these guys
again,
I'm watching, they keep using the word fakakta. What does that mean?
what
I
does
don't
that
know.
mean?
Google
Google it.
it.
So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning into our show this week. We appreciate it. Check us out on Sunday on all the other platforms that Jake was talking about. We'll be talking about the 70s,
The 70s.
our
Yeah.
top
Summer.
our summer
Movies.
5
Music.
movies and songs from the 70s. We'll go ahead and round out the block. We did the 80s, we did the 90s, now we're going to do the 70s. So tune
Yeah.
in to find out exactly what his picks are, what my picks are. I'm sure we'll probably
Pixar.
be close, if not similar to, as again,
I
we
don't know.
share
70s might be a
a
little
same
wild.
goddamn brain. So, I mean, this
I
again,
love
we
Barbarella.
had no idea that both of us were going to be wearing a hat today, but here we are. So,
Here we are.
again, thanks for tuning in. Check
Here
us
we
out
are.
Sunday, and then again, you guys be safe.
Sunday.
We appreciate all the listeners. We appreciate the new listeners. We appreciate our friends and family for supporting us in this and our
Love
little
you
endeavor.
guys.
We do love you guys
Love
very much.
each and every one of you.
So, everybody be cool. Jake, you want to hit him with a moment of zen?
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Good one. All right.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, kids. Good night and
Good
be
night.
safe.
God bless and peace. Doodle-doo.